As a teacher, what is the scariest thing you have seen in the classroom? The most horrifying moment in my classroom came in my second year of teaching in 1969. Students were doing class work, and I was working at my desk when I looked up to see a young man showing another young man what looked very much like a handgun. To get a better look, I got up to sharpen my pencil. When I was sure what I was seeing, I walked to a very good student's desk. I bent over as if helping him with his work and whispered very quietly, "Go get Mr. Fowler. Walk to the outside door, then run." He didn't look up but said, "I will." I saw. Next came the most horrifying part to me, trying to stay calm while wondering what Steve's intentions were and how I could protect the most students if he did start shooting. Surprisingly, I thought more about how to protect them than about how to protect myself. Luckily, I never had to find out if my plans would work because Mr. Fowler came to the door and asked to see Steve in the hall. I held my breath as he got up and walked to the door, but nothing happened, and soon we heard them walking away. When we could no longer hear them, everyone started talking at once. Most of the students had been aware of what was happening, and several of them asked me how I stayed so calm. I told them it was the best thing to keep them safe. The boy that Steve was showing the gun to asked me if I wanted it. I said yes. He told me that he put the safety on and brought it to my desk, where I opened the bottom drawer and he put it in. Not long after that, Mr. Fowler was back and asked if I knew where the gun was. I opened the drawer and he took it out. It dawned on me later that he was wearing gloves. He also told me outside the door that Steve admitted to planning to use the weapon on his math teacher. He had math next. The next period was my planning. I went immediately to the teacher's lounge, where I collapsed. I was shaking, and when my friends asked what was wrong, I told them that I just had a student with a gun in my classroom planning to use it on his math teacher, which caused all of my colleagues to freak out. When I calmed down again, I went to the office to ask if I could possibly go home for the rest of the day. The principal said they had already called a sub for me. I went home and took my dog for a very long walk to work off the nervous energy.